Marikuma, and I'm the owner of Marikuma Healing. Today we are doing Leo's general reading. Alright? So I have not. Oh, okay. You guys are dealing with right now endurance, diligence, and strength. Okay. You guys' situation is competition and disagreement. So I guess you either wasting your time on over competing or trying to get your goals met. Empathy and turning inward is why you guys are having competition and disagreement. So clearly it was taken too far. For you guys that jump onto these lives and give me comments, I'm sorry that I don't get to see them. I haven't figured out all the bells and whistles of this, but will eventually, right? Resentment and a turning point is your future. You guys are probably gonna have to learn how to let go. Which is really funny because Cancer is all about like healing and working on getting more organized. So I'm curious. Mentally, you guys are seeing things for what they are and what they can be and what they will become. New insight and realization is what the Ace of Spades is. All right. So seeing things with clear eyes. Emotionally, you're running on your charm and creativity. All right. Sorry, I had my tea, man. Like I told Cancer, I'm doing this all night long. Which is fine. I don't really sleep anyways. Yo, bro. Discord, dishonor, and hollow victory is what y'all giving out, man. Who hurt you? I know that sounds like a childish thing to say, and the reason why I say it's kind of childish is because it's like, aren't I supposed to know? I mean, after all, who's pulling whose cards now? It's me. I'm the card reader. But silliness aside, really though, who's been doing y'all dirty, bro? Because the resentment in a turning point, right? So you're gonna have to learn how to let go of the anger, the empathy. You've been shutting down a lot of your emotions, pushing it through, not feeling it. Maybe using competition to drive yourself and use your energy, effort, and time to avoid your problems instead of facing them. You're seeing things for what they are and what they can be. Mentally, you have some form of clarity, or at least you're starting to figure out the dots. But emotionally, man, you're running on your charms. You're running on charisma and creativity. So you're figuring out a lot of your problems through looking at it in different angles, and you're tying on to how you draw people into you. So you're using your magnetism, using that charm that you guys got. It just, y'all are not, some of y'all are really not facing the problem. Because that Discord just on and hollow victories, something funky happened. And I don't think, like, I think you see it, I think you understand what it is, but you may not be allowing yourself to experience or express your emotions about it. I don't think you're really sitting down with the feeling. I think you're kind of like, shit happens. Oh well, let's go on. Okay, I don't have time for this. I don't want to think about it. You know what? I have this project, this thing, and this thing to do. So why am I here? Why am I waiting? Why am I feeling these emotions? I don't care. You clearly care. Okay? Miscommunication and misunderstanding. What you're getting back, you got to be able to talk about how you feel. Jesus. I'm scared to death of what Virgo has. Since I'm a Virgo, I feel like I have the right to go in there and kind of bust their chops. Because, like, I know you guys. And Leo, I can bust your chops because I have you on my birthday. You and I, we act very similar. Okay? Your greatest hope is independence and self reliance. You want to be able to stand on your own and do your own thing, as well as have confidence in yourself. You just want to do you, but people are not letting you. What's your greatest fear, baby? Mm. Encouragement enduring fruits of your labor. You don't think all the hard work that you put onto this world is going to pay off. And you don't want people to go over there and not give you praise and encouragement. Okay. I'm just reading what the cards are telling me, man. Planning and preparing is your advice. Okay. Moving on and getting into a better place is your outcome. At some point in time, you cannot be running about the things that you don't like. Okay? I am the queen of it. I am the goddamn queen of not expressing my emotions. I don't want you guys to end up like this. So, all right. I'll look at it real quick. Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna be moving around quite a bit. I don't know where the freak the mosquitoes are, but hells and bells, am I right? You know what I wonder? Oh, nope. Nope. Never mind. I was wrong. Sorry. Sorry. Um, I'm gonna figure out how to do the things. Okay. Let me stop playing around and try to figure this thing out while I'm trying to do videos, okay? Save you guys time. I'm sorry. I promise as I get along with these videos, you guys will have a lot more better things, okay? Like, it won't be so. I'll still have that, but it'll still be a little bit more organized. Okay. Now, let's now get your reading started, shall we? All right. Endurance, diligence, and strength, aka time, energy, and effort. This is what you're dealing with right now. Your situation is competition and disagreement. This is caused because of empathy and turning inward. So, when it comes to empathy, for those of y'all that don't know what that is, that's okay. We learn new things every day. And I didn't learn what empathy was until I was like 24. No, I was 26 when when I found out. And I struggled with empathy for years. Anyways, empathy it's a defense mechanism, okay? Let's go with that. When you're having empathy, your body and your mind and your heart are on defense, okay? That means you're shutting off your emotions. Hello, how are you doing today? Hope that you're doing well. Um, your body gives you a defense mechanism, right? So you're shutting down emotionally, mentally, and physically. You're not feeling anything, you're hollow, empty, and numb. And it's just a way of your body protecting you from being overwhelmed and exhausted because it's one thing after another thing after another thing. And it's a lot to deal with, okay? So, because you're shutting down and not feeling anything, right? You're using competition and disagreement. So, you're probably competing with yourself and not really sitting down and understanding what's going on. Because if you're just going to be arguing all day long, Leo, right? Then you're wasting your time, energy, and effort. Like, here's the thing, what are you fighting? Who are you guys fighting that is really worth y'all's time? Because some people, when you're fighting with them, it's like fighting with a wall. They will not admit that they're wrong. They will not go over there and give you the reconciliation. All right. And I feel like there's some things that y'all are going through, man, because you're starting to see things for what they are. Okay. You're starting to see how things are, how people are, the situation is. With you having new insight and realization mentally and emotionally, you're having your creativity and charisma, right? You're tapping into your charms emotionally. You're like, okay, well, I'm naturally really good at this, and this is what I'm going to do to get my stuff. Okay. I don't know how to overcome this obstacle, so I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to look at it in a different angle and in a different way, and I'm going to tackle it from here. But you're seeing things very clearly. There's a lot of things that either you chose not to see or didn't know about and is coming to your attention. And it may be a lot for you to handle. And that's why you're kind of shutting down and moving your attention, time, and effort into other things instead of sitting down and dealing with what's bothering you. Okay? And the reason why I say it like that is because your future is tied to resentment and a turning point. So what are you hating? What is this what are you despising? Who hurt you? Does not me trying to be cute and sassy and mean. I'm being real. Like what happened? All right. Why is there so much heat? Why is there so much anger? Who is it that did you dirty? Who did you wrong? All right. And even though you may not get an apology, I want y'all to understand a lot of us deal with some really dumb ass people, and people are sometimes full of shit. All right. I ain't saying screw humanity. I'm just saying some people are really on some HOESHIT. They on some hoe shit. And they don't apologize for what they did. They will not go over there and be like, you know what, Leo? I'm sorry that I hurt you, that my actions made you feel this way, that I made you feel small, and that I took advantage of you, and that I lied to you. I apologize for my actions that made you feel this way. You're not going to get that all the time. Very rarely will some of you guys get reconciliation. For those of you guys, for whatever it may be, that you guys get reconciliation. Reconciliation is a weird ass thing, right? And the reason why I say it's weird as fuck is because you didn't know that you needed the apology. You didn't know that you needed the closure, all right? Let's say that because I can say closure better than reconciliation. It sounds a little funny when I speak it that way. Anyways, when you get that apology, when you get the closure, right? You're sad, you're happy that you got the apology, you're happy that there was like some accountability into it, and a little piece of you that was hurt from all those actions, all those years ago, whether it's recent past or whatever, that little piece of you that got hurt feels a little better. At the same time, things cannot go back the way it used to be. It can't go back to where you guys were okay and you guys were cool and things were gravy. It can't be the same. Okay? I had reconciliation last year. For the first time in my life, I actually had somebody to give me closure, somebody to apologize about the stupid things that they did to me. And a piece of me was really happy, but like I cried for 2 days. And I'm not somebody that's very open about her emotions. Like I can tell you guys, because of course I'm doing videos and we talk about being vulnerable and open and honest with ourselves. So I'm just going to let you guys know my experience with it, okay? Because there may be a chance that some of you guys actually get that. You may actually get an apology. I don't really think it's going to happen for a majority of you, but in case you do get that apology, in case you do get the closure that you really want and you're able to move on and let go, It is not one emotion. The person that hurt you, the piece of you that got hurt, that pain that you carry feels better. At the same time, it can't go back the way that it used to be. You guys cannot go over there and say, "Oh, I'm sorry that I cheated on you. I'm sorry that I abused you. I'm sorry that I sexually assaulted you. I'm sorry that I manipulated you. It's okay. I said I'm sorry. So I put a band-aid on it. And this is like a fucking dam that broke, right? Because that's how big the damage was. And you put a little band-aid on the cracks, and this is a lot of water, a lot of damage coming out. And just expect it to be regular like it used to be. It doesn't work that way. There's complex emotions, there's anger, there's sadness, you're mourning what could have been, what should have been, or what wasn't. And you're gonna kind of go through the roller coaster of it, you know? It gets better. You're gonna be okay, but when you're dealing with the closure, when you're dealing with the reconciliation, it is a different type of emotion, man. It's more than one. It's many, okay? Now that being said, let go of the resentment. Don't go over there and hold on to that anger, man. Heal. Whatever is stressing you out mentally, ask for help, Leo, okay? If you cannot do it on your own, ask for help. If something is really bothering you, talk about it. Go to people that you trust. Go to a counselor. Go to a therapist. Um, I believe it was Taurus that I gave this advice to. As you guys know, or as you guys are going to find out, I do counseling, right? I am a counselor. I am not certified. I don't have my certification, but I have counseled people in my business. You know, like as I've been doing Marikuma healing for about a year, and I guess I'd say a year and like what, 3 or 4 months now? So yeah, I've been doing it for a while. I have counseled quite a few people, and I've helped a lot of people get into a better headspace, you know, feeling a lot more comfortable and confident in themselves and able to handle situations they didn't think they could handle. So if you're looking for someone to talk to, you're looking for a counselor, I'm here. It's $6 a week and it's $20 monthly. Now, if you're looking for a counselor and you don't have the means to pay for one, that is okay. 7 cups of tea. All right. 7 cups of tea is an app. All right. I guess I should kind of just write it on backwards, but again, 7 cups of tea. All right. It's an app. It's a blue square with a teacup on it, and it's a white teacup, okay? That will help you get counselors and people to talk to, volunteers as well as like certified counselors. The only thing about the app that I will warn you guys about is that you can do group therapy with other people online as well as you can do one on one. But the connection, okay? The website, the app doesn't have good Wi-Fi connection, okay? Sometimes it freezes and restarts and goes whatever, and it has some issues there. But I use it from time to time when I need somebody to talk to, and I don't feel like having to talk to my family and my friends, you know? Sometimes, a majority of times, I talk to the universe, and the universe guides and leads me where I need to be. But I feel like for you guys, it's okay to talk about how you feel, what's in your mind. Don't hold things in, because if you hold a lot of things in your mind, it affects your heart, your body, and your spirit and your head, okay? I want y'all to understand your mental health is connected to your heart. Your mind connects to your heart. These two connect to your body. And these three, okay, connect to your soul. If you're mentally not good, it will affect how you feel because you're over anxious, you're depressed, you're angry, you're frustrated, and this takes forms of emotion. So, because you're not good up here, it's going to make you feel a certain way down here in your heart. And with your mind and your body fighting against each other, your body takes in a lot of the tension, it stores it in your shoulders, your lungs, your organs, whatever, and your spirit is completely disarrayed because it doesn't know what the heavens to do. All right. So again, be able to talk about how you feel, express your emotions. It's okay, right? It's okay if you're not okay. It's okay if you're angry and upset. Your feelings matter, but you gotta handle it and express it in a healthy way. Holding on to all this, honey, is not healthy. And it had to be somebody big, okay, somebody really important to you did you guys dirty, because y'all don't get upset about little things. And the way that this is playing out, man, it must have been somebody important, and for that I'm sorry. All right, we're going to talk about energy now, okay? Well, we talked about seeing things and doing our charms, yeah. All right, we're going to talk about the other half of the reading. So like I said to Cancer and everybody else that I've done the generals for, energy is really important, okay? I want you to think about this being a plastic tub, and we have a rock, right? And we throw the rock in the plastic tub, and the water, it ripples, okay? It ripples like that, and then it comes back. That's your energy. If you have negative peasant energy is this: people who are never happy, never grateful, always negative, always complaining, always sad, upset, playing the victim, the poor, pitiful me, and they're never changing, adapting, and growing. Those are peasants. It's like looking at the ground and only seeing the dirt. You can turn your head up high, touch the sky, see the sky, look at the buildings and surroundings around you, but you choose to look at the ground. You choose to see the dirt, the mud, the shit, okay, and other stuff. You don't choose to see the beautiful things, you only pick out the wrong. If you only see the negative things, that's all you're ever going to get, because the universe and the higher power are like, oh, well, so and so is not ready for the big stuff yet. They still need, they prefer to look at negative stuff, or they are still working on their lesson, and no matter what I give them, they're never happy, okay? This could be a lighter. This could be fancier, newer cards. This could be a gold chalice, but oh no, I only have a regular cup. I only have metals. I only have old playing cards. Like, bro, do what you gotta do. Make with what you got, alright? Just because they're old playing cards doesn't mean they can't get the job done. Just because this isn't some beautiful gold chalice doesn't mean that I can't use this cup. And yes, a lighter would be super cool, but I got matches. So we make do with what we got, and what we got is okay. All right, if I want to have something new, then I can work towards getting something new. But I'm not going to go over there and feel bad because I don't have the things that I want right now. I can get them. You know what I mean? Like, everything in life is a lesson and a blessing. I'm gonna say this till my face turns purple and blue. And I know that a majority of y'all are gonna think that, oh, I'm just being southern or whatever. But I'm being honest, all right? When you're a peasant, you always look at the bad. They cannot come up here, they're always down here. So, as queens, kings, and bodacious royals in betweens, we can't stoop ourselves down. We already leveled up, okay? We're continuing to rise. So, with the people that look at things with lessons and blessings, people, situations, and things come into your life, okay, to bless you, to give you opportunity to build yourself, to save money, and to grow to make something out of yourself. They give you a blessing, they give you opportunity to help yourself out. Other people give you lessons. My mom used to tell me this all the time. There will be a lot of people that you see. There will be people that are nice, and people that are mean, and people that are lost and confused, and all sorts of people. Whatever you deal with, excuse me, guys, whatever that you deal with, right, will help you deal with it in the future. We live in a world where you're constantly being tested. So when I dealt with my narcissist, right, I know how to handle narcissistic people. I now know how to help other people who are in the same situation, going through the same thing. I also know how to handle difficult people and happy people and understand that people are complex. So, excuse me, sometimes things are easy and sometimes things are hard, but the hard things teach you how to deal with it when it comes back up again, all right? Lessons and blessings. When you think of it like that, you can overcome a lot of stuff. Now, that being said, you're putting out discord, dishonor, and hollow victory. This is the card of madness, okay? Because everything in life has energy. Energy, for most part, can be consistent. I know I look weird doing this, okay? It can be consistent. Discord is not consistent. It is unpredictable. The energy is more like if you think about like very hard honey all over your skin with rocks and twigs and mud, and you're trying to take it out and it sticks to you and is uncomfortable and very uneasy. That's discord, okay? Dishonor, disrespect. And hollow victory is bittersweet. Hollow victory is like, again, okay? I told Cancer this story and I'm gonna tell this story again. But when I dealt with a narcissistic person, right? Because I was really young, I wish I knew what I knew now. Anywho, I got out of the relationship, right? I got out of the situation. And it was sweet. I didn't have to deal with that person anymore, but it was bitter because I left a lot of people behind, especially the kid that I was looking out for when I was in that relationship, okay? And it's something that you have to do, but something that you didn't want to do. You just had to do it because it was for the greater good, okay? That's bittersweet. That's hollow victories. It's a victory, but it's hollow because it's not something that you wanted to do, but you had to do. Now, that being said, if that's what you're giving out, you're clearly not dealing with the things that have put you in that situation. You're not dealing with how you feel. You're not sitting down and trying to think about it and heal from it and move past it. It is still holding you down. You're just burying it. You're using your empathy to avoid your feelings and thoughts about certain situations that are harming you, man. You gotta at some point sit down, take a deep breath, breathe out, and be like, all right, this situation made me feel this way and I don't like it. And that's okay. Okay, but at least you're dealing with it, you're facing it. You're getting back failure to communicate, all right, miscommunication and misunderstanding. So you're not communicating or expressing yourself about what's holding you, what's hurting you. I'm going to say this all through your reading. You need, sorry, hold on. Jeez, I got stuff in my ears. Anyways, you need to be able to express yourself and speak your piece, okay? You don't have to be this bigger than thou. Like, you don't have to be the biggest and the baddest, all right? Even the toughest people need somebody to be a rock, okay? Even the rock needs a rock. But you're out here holding on everybody else's things, trying to be super tough and not going over there and expressing why you're feeling this way, what happened, and how to move past it. You're going to have to admit to it and you're going to have to move on. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically, you're going to have to be able to accept it, heal from it, and get into a better place mentally because you're holding a lot of things, man. All right? Now, your greatest hope, independence and self reliance, standing on your own feet, relying on yourself, and having confidence in yourself. All right? You want to do you. And you may feel like you're being held back because of how you're feeling right now about certain situations that, again, you're not talking about. Your greatest fear, encouragement, enjoying fruits of your labor, all the hard work that you're putting out isn't good enough. That's what you're afraid of. You don't think that you're going to get the encouragement that you deserve. You don't think people are going to go over there and lift you up. Here's the thing, it is important for people to support other people. Y'all, like, here's the thing, y'all don't understand, not everybody, all right? Not y'all, but some of us don't understand that sometimes we need kind words. Sometimes we need somebody to give us a hug and tell us that everything is going to be okay and that they're proud of us and that they believe in us and that we're doing good. You have no idea how that can save somebody's life. Because again, we live in a really stressful, toxic, and very ugly world. Okay? There's beauty, there is kindness, there's love, and there's generosity in this world. But there's also toxicity, abuse, neglect, anger, hate, bigotry, and more in this world that we're living in. And you don't know how close somebody is to jumping off the edge. Okay, you don't know what kind of pain they're going through, what's on their mind, and what's happening. You don't know. So, when, right, you see somebody, be nice because you don't know if that's the next person that's going to lose it. If that person lost everything and they're just holding on by a string. Everybody has secret battles nobody knows about, like the battles you're fighting with Leo. Nobody knows the battles that you guys are facing right now. So be kind. At the same time, encourage yourself. Do not be afraid to be your own cheerleader, to be your own love, to be your own friend, to be your own confidant. Like, here's the thing, I love my family, I love my friends. I'm happy that they give me the support that I need, but they're not with me all the time. Like, for example, they're not with me right now. You know, it's just me and you guys doing this video. It's me, myself, most of the time I'm with me. So if I can't support myself, right? If I can't tell myself I'm doing a good job, if I can't go over there and motivate myself, and I expect everybody else to just automatically know to praise me, raise me, lift me, support me. That's cute, but not everybody knows that you need that all the time. Encourage yourself is what I'm trying to say. All this hard work that you're putting forth, honey, will pay off. Don't believe that you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you're not whatever enough. You are enough. You are more than enough. I don't know you. I never seen you before. But I know that all of you guys are capable and strong enough to get things done, okay? Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself like Naruto believed in himself. Naruto fans do not come from me. I pray that I said his name right, okay? I feel like I butchered it tadly, but if you know, you know. Have that kind of confidence, bro. Believe in your own self-worth because you're capable, okay? Don't put so much energy into what you're afraid of. Go after there and shine. Stand on your own feet. Do what you gotta do. That being said, plan. All right, your advice ties into planning and preparing. If you want something, plan and prepare for it. Take it a step at a time. You don't need to take everything all at once. one thing at a time. All right, you got this. Now, I'm going to wrap up your reading. Leo, talk about what's on your mind, express what's holding you back. You don't have to hold it in. Encourage yourself, believe in your self worth. At the same time, if you want to be more independent, you can. Work on your mental health, okay? If you're feeling like you can't feel anything, you're hollow, numb, and empty, that's okay. Go to a doctor. Empathy is a sign of mental and emotional health issues. So talk to somebody, go to a counselor, go to a therapist, go to somebody that you can talk to. Again, if you don't have any means, you cannot pay for a counselor. 7 cups of tea, written like this, all right? I mean, y'all are gonna have to write it like that, like 7 cups of tea. But yeah, 7 cups of tea is free. The connection is really wonky, but you guys can get that done. If you are looking for a counselor, I do counseling. It's $6 a week. You pick the time and the date. They last for an hour, my counseling sessions. If you're looking for a monthly, it's $20 monthly, okay? And also, don't forget to subscribe and follow because I do a lot more than just card readings. I do videos about mind, body, and soul healing, how to handle trauma, toxic abuse, how to love ourselves, express ourselves, embrace ourselves. Because I think if we start loving ourselves the way that we want others to love us, we can be able to connect with people that will love us and treat us right. Okay? That being said, I love you guys very much. Please stay safe. Always remember to slay the day. Be happy and be gay. Peace out. Bye. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, guys. Next up is Virgo.